What's up everyone, John from Beyond ARTV. The 1975 have a brand new song out, the second single from their upcoming album, one of two upcoming albums, the first of those being A Brief Inquiry into Online Relationships. The new song is titled Love It If We Made It. This of course follows Give Yourself a Try, which was kind of a jarring tune, one that I did like and I do like still, but honestly, it's faded a little bit for me. I came back and even played it a couple of days before the release of this song, and while I do like it, it just does feel a bit grating, especially the more you listen to it. But I'm pleasantly surprised with this second single in terms of the sound of it. I think that musically, this is a little bit more in line with what they've done in the past. I am hearing some 80s influences, especially my favorite part of the track when those guitars pop up before the bridge, and the bridge lyrically as well. My favorite part of the track, but we'll get more into the lyrics here in a minute. Now, overall, I think that the bass, the driving factor of the song, sounds pretty cool, the way that kind of thumps all throughout. Matty Healy on the vocals sounds like he's almost manic in the way that he pushes his voice. It's just very steady and rhythmic in the way that it keeps going and going. It's not hitting all of these high arches or a big note like in something like Robbers, for example. He's not doing anything like that with his voice. It feels a little bit more flat, but it's also persistent because it's delivering a pretty important message. At least that's what he's trying to get across here. And like I said, very political, and I think that some people will like it musically, but probably will not like what Healy has to say in the lyrical department. Now, this song touches on everything from direct quotes from Donald Trump, like "Thank you, very cool Kanye," to "I moved on her like a bitch." There's lines like "Poison me, daddy," and there's other stuff that just in no context would make no sense, but I'm trying to understand and break down this song a little bit more, and it seems like it's kind of talking about, in all of these ways, how the modern era, modernity has failed us. That's something that we've seen again and again from the 1975. Now, this song shocked me a little bit on the way that it opened up. I was listening to the premiere on Beats One, and then obviously streamed it more on Spotify after that. But the interview that he was doing with Matty Healy, Zane Lowe, he was saying how the track was explicit, and Matty was talking about how he didn't want to curse for no reason, and he's not usually that explicit. But here we are at this track that opens up on the line, "fucking in a car, shooting heroin." My God, I was like, okay, you weren't kidding about it being explicit. But as the song continues to roll out, it seems like all of these things and all of these points are made. Everything from touching on racism to that opening line that I just mentioned to Kanye and Trump and everything like that. It's all brought together to showcase that the modern age has failed us, or maybe we have failed modernity. It's something that's kind of scary, and it leaves a lasting impression on you. And the chorus, while obviously repetitive, it's just, "and I'd love it if we made it," over and over again. Yes, I'd love it if we made it. And that's the phrase that's said over and over again. So it's basically a little shimmer of hope, and I feel like that's all we have left to hold on to these days in a world that is very, very dark and constantly beating us down, pushing us down. And do I like this? Yeah, it's definitely grown on me. The first listen, I did like it musically, but I was very confused in terms of the lyrical content. But after looking up and just kind of reading along with the lyrics as I listened to the song, I started to make my own interpretations, and it felt a little bit more complete at that point instead of just random phrases. And there are some that kind of harken back to what they've said in the past. And they talk about everything from Lil Peep's passing to, like I said, Trump, obviously, and it seems like there's a lot of anger that's built up there. And it just seems like this track as a whole has a lot to say, and I feel like maybe it gets a little bit rambly in places, but still a very, very interesting song that I do like. And there's a phrase, once again, that we've seen from the 1975 that pops up: "The poetry is in the streets." That's a phrase that's popped up, and I think that it all kind of cycles back to that. And the 1975 never seemed to make any uncalculated moves, so I wouldn't doubt that this ties in further to the record. Overall, an interesting song, one that I do like quite a good bit, I would say. It's definitely kind of a grower in a different way than Give Yourself a Try. It's not so shrill like that one was with those loud, fierce guitars. This one has more of a driving bass, a little bit of electric guitar in the background, some synthesizers it seems like, and then Matty Healy in a different vocal tone. and then the guitars kind of get bright and 80s leaning right around the bridge, and things get a little bit more bombastic, not too over the top for the feel of the song, but fitting. So I do like this. I'm going to rate this a 4 out of 5. Downgrading, give yourself a try to a 3.5. Honestly, that's just how I'm feeling at this point. Like I said, the more I listen to it, the more it kind of fades a little bit, and that's kind of sad. I was hoping it would grow on me even more, but that has not been the case. What do you guys think of Love It If We Made It? Let me know in the comment section down below. Do you like this? Give yourself a try. What are your thoughts so far? Any predictions for the album? I'm not exactly sure when it's coming out still. Hopefully it's this fall sometime, and then I think another one next spring, something like that. Anyways, please drop a like on this track review. I do hope that you guys enjoyed it. Make sure to check out my review of Give Yourself a Try and my top 7 1975 songs. There's a link in the screen right here below me. You can tap to see those, or you can support me directly on Patreon by tapping this annotation over in the corner. If you would like to find me on social media, then click any of the links that you see there in the description, and I'll see you soon for more on Beyond ARTV.